Hello and welcome to the Surprisingly Sober Podcast. I am Trevor.
And I am Taryn.
Yeah.
Trying to match your energy here. You had a real showmanship to it.
Yeah. I was once called the greatest showman by some Australian guy I met at the airport. He kind of looked like that guy from those horrible X-Men movies.
You mean the X-Men movies that
Yeah.
didn't have Quicksilver in it?
You know what, to be honest, they weren't bad. They got the ball rolling on superhero movies, but we won't get into that.
I would say Spider-Man and Batman got the ball rolling on superhero movies.
Okay, X-Men kept the ball rolling while they were in production. So, yeah, I'm Trevor. That's Taryn, and we're just two best friends when we just talk a bunch of shit.
Yeah, and I need to retract some shit I talked previously about.
No one listened, but yeah, go ahead and retract
about
it.
the great Dan Bilzerian.
Okay.
I trashed him, and you know what?
When? This was probably a while ago.
It was like a week ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Must have been an offhanded comment.
Oh
no, we did.
we were trashing dudes with like the really thick, dark beards, trying to look like Dan Bilzerian.
See, that's the problem with this podcast.
Yeah.
I drink on it, so I forget.
So let me talk about this weird looking fucking rectangle of a man. First off, your body looks fucking weird. You look like you took too many fucking PEDs, and you're just this weird, like, oddly ripped rectangle all the way down. You look fucking weird. Secondly, he's a fucking phony. That mansion he lives in, he doesn't own it. He rents it for photo shoots. He doesn't have a bunch of money. He inherited $50 million of illegal money from his father. He never won a fucking dime playing poker. He
didn't?
He reportedly has larger losses than wins. His only success is his new CBD pot company.
Which you can't fail in pot.
All of the girls that he fucking has in all those pictures are paid for models for photo shoots. No one is actually going for this guy. He's a fucking loser phony who inherited money and did steroids.
Oh, fuck. We're starting a war with Dan Bilzerian.
Yeah, no, fuck you, Dan, you phony piece of shit. Oh, I'm the king of Instagram. Dude, anyone who just inherited $50 million can pay models to sit next to him. Oh, we're all doing drugs together and I have 30 women on my arm right now. You fucking loser.
So I do know about the women thing because I remember, Jesus, someone really hates him. I mean, I understand why. But I listened to some podcast with a former, like, girlfriend of his. He's like the new Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of like
Except Hugh Hefner was self-made.
Yeah, he's still a creep, but yeah.
And he's dead.
Yeah, still a creep. I think Dan Bilzerian's worse though.
Yeah.
But like it was kind of like a recruitment process, and he'll have several girlfriends at once, kind of a thing. Like he'll have like the one main one, but like some like waiting in backup.
Yeah.
You know, kind of.
Yeah.
It's weird. And they're always hanging around with him. And that's the renting of the mansion thing, though, is common in the YouTuber.
But he always portrayed it
Instagram
as it was his mansion. And it's not like he lived there. He was defaulting on his own rent to pay for photo shoots in this mansion. So, like, it's not that he was renting it. He was renting it for a day. And would do, just a few months worth of pictures for his Instagram in that one day. And then would post it all over, and then he would do it again a couple months later.
So what are your sources on your?
Dude, it's just fucking out there now. I just didn't know. I didn't look into it.
Yeah, no. He's kind of gone away though. Like he's still like he's like, oh, you remember Dan Bilzerian? Like yeah, you remember Dane Cook?
Yeah, I remember Jeff Dunham. Which I gotta say, Jeff Dunham. One of the most impressive comedians. The dude built a plane.
What?
He built a plane.
I love like those kinds of like you like realize that like they have hobbies. I saw Jeff Dunham on Jay Leno's Garage. And it talks about cars and stuff. And like, oh yeah, cool, he's into cars. I didn't know he built a plane. Probably mentioned in that episode. But I didn't listen.
And then he had to make all his own puppets because apparently if you are like a prop comedian, if you have like a recognizably made prop, you have to pay the person, I forget how many dollars, like basically like what percentage. So like he went out and learned how to make all of his puppets himself, and that's incredibly impressive.
That is
based
impressive.
on the quality of them.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like, while I don't think his comedy is inherently bad, it's for kids. Like, there's nothing wrong with making...
I found it funny when I was 11, 12 years old.
Yeah, like, there's nothing wrong with making comedy for kids. There's Dane Cook, who makes comedy for douchebags, and there is a problem with that. And also, he fucks kids, so... Man, I'm fucking calling everyone out today. Fuck you, Dane Cook. Oh, suddenly my friend's daughter, who I've just been really good friends with her whole life, now that she's 18, I'm gonna announce we're in a relationship. Really, on her birthday?
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
That is really weird.
Walking around looking like you're somewhere between like 30 and 100 because of all your fucking plastic surgery. It's weird. Just look 50. It's okay to look 50.
I agree with that. But Employee of the Month is such a good movie.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
But you would think him, like, who was the actress? Jessica Simpson?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd think banging Jessica Simpson in that movie, he would have acquired some taste for, adult women. I don't know. Them big fucking knockas in your face.
Her ears? It's such a good movie.
It's such a good movie.
Dax Shepard is an underrated actor, I think, as well.
How dare you?
This is a 1980. I say that at work all the time. It literally comes up, I'd say, at least every other day. Because
Dude, my movie reference at work is the What's in the Box.
Yeah. We've already talked about that. Yeah, no, Dan Cook is weird. So, Dan Bilzerian, I didn't know the poker thing wasn't real.
So, apparently the most he's ever won was like $30,000.
What? But he talks about like high stakes shit and that's it?
He plays at high stakes tournaments and he's on the ticket for high stakes tournaments, but he doesn't play at the $1 million tables. That'd be like saying like...
Is he doing it like just as like a guest appearance, like Dan Bilzerian's at our
No. Like they have like different tiers of tables.
Yeah, no. I know, but like he's just showing up at the tournament to get hype for the tournament. Like the tournament probably pays him so people come in.
Probably, I would think so. Just because he's made such a name for himself as like being a millionaire from poker when he isn't. Like reportedly, based on just the little research I did, he has a net loss in poker. Of, like, not much, but, like, he didn't make millions. And apparently, like, he claimed his net worth to be between 100 and 200 million, but...
chump change.
But, like, sources say that, like, based on, like, money owed to, like, banks and stuff, he is so far in the red, like, it's fucking insane. But... whatever. I wish I could live like that, where just the banks let me have hundreds of $1 million to do whatever I want. Because, like, let's face it, that is what he's doing. Like, the bank wouldn't loan me $100 million and then just let me go into the red.
No.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't.
Like, oh, damn, this guy can't pay us back now. Fuck.
Yeah.
We'll just garnish his wages. Oh, he makes $50,000 a year. All right.
Yeah. So you mentioned one thing. I don't know if you want to call this person out, but it's the something's going on with old LeBron.
LeBron, yeah. I'm on LeBron's side.
Okay, so I've kind of heard what's happened, and based off the headlines, I would say that I'm probably on LeBron's side as well. Tell me what's happened with LeBron James.
So he took down the tweet because he said he didn't want to incite violence. That's not what this is about. It's about justice and accountability amongst police.
So what's the tweet, though?
So he posted a picture of a cop who killed... it wasn't Breonna Taylor. It was one of the other ones. And
a female, though, not a male.
I think it was a male.
Was it the one where two teenage girls were fighting and a cop showed up and then ended up shooting one of them? Because she had a knife.
I don't know which story it was.
Okay.
I don't know which cop it was, but
a cop shot.
A cop shot in it. You know, it doesn't even matter if they're innocent or not. A cop shouldn't shoot a person. That just blows my mind. that there are people just walking around us with the mindset of, it is my job to end someone's life if they get out of line. Like, no, you could tase them.
Yeah.
I've been tased. Let me tell you, you aren't fighting afterwards.
I accidentally, I'd say quarter tased myself.
Yeah.
Because the battery was weak on it. So it was just like, ah!
But anyway, so he posted a picture of the cop saying, "You're next, #accountability."
That's a bit ominous.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely like a you're next, but it was because of the Derek Chauvin thing. You're going to be held accountable. I see where he was going with it, and I agree.
And so,
but people on Twitter are going to take that the wrong fucking way.
So a bar in Ohio said, we aren't going to air any more NBA games. And this is just some bar. Like, this would be like the downtown Denny's saying, we're not going to air the game anymore.
Which is, Ohio is the Denny's of America. Let's be honest, it is.
Yeah.
It's there. What does it do? It's there when I need it.
Dude, it's there.
But I never want it.
It's there at 2 a.m. when you want some fucking pancakes and a beer.
And a slice of pie.
So, yeah, so they are not going to air any NBA games until LeBron is expelled from the NBA. They said expelled like at school.
Like this is Hogwarts?
Yeah. And, or worse, expelled. And LeBron responded, "Oh, damn, I was actually planning on going there for a beer tonight. Oh, well." And tons of people were like the bar owner came out and said, like, he just needs to stick to playing basketball.
You need to stick to being a bar.
Yeah, they don't need to be airing their opinions and using their platforms like this. We watch them for sports. And it's like, no, he can use his platform whatever fuck he wants. Like, I guarantee if he was speaking out in favor of cops, you would have praised him. But that's just because he'd be using his platform for something you like.
Yeah.
Like, if... I don't understand the whole, like, deplatforming people. Like, it's one thing if you're inciting violence. But if you're just saying, like, if you're Ben Shapiro going on there and saying, like, you hate trans people and gays are going to hell and shit like that, I don't think you should get deplatformed for that. Oh, we need to take away his YouTube and his Twitter.
I think that...
like, as long as they're not causing actual harm.
I think that the problem is that you have to, instead of taking down, deplatforming those people, taking down their videos and everything and not giving them a platform, it's like you're convincing them and their listeners and their followers of what they were saying.
Yeah.
That, look, the liberal left is trying to silence us.
Yeah.
When what needs to happen, and it will never happen now, I can say that with the utmost certainty, is what needs to happen is you need to convince people why you're right. And that will never happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you do it in a debate or anything. That's like, you go back to them.
You just have to be louder than the other person.
That's exactly it. The main platforms of democracy dating back to ancient Greece is discussion, debate.
But no one gives a shit about that.
Yeah.
Because it's all personal opinion now.
It's all personal opinion. Does not matter what is going on. It's what you think. It doesn't care. It does not matter if there are facts that are presented to you or personal experiences. It does not matter. And
like,
it's just, people will not be turned.
Like, the thing that kills me the most is how, like, immaturely people's opinion on LGBTQ stuff is. Because, like, literally their whole basis is, it's yucky, I don't like it.
It's against God.
Yeah. But, like, it really boils down to, they look at it and they're like, I don't like that. That's gross. I don't want to see two guys kissing. That's gross. It's like, grow the fuck up.
where do you like? It's not gonna just. It's not gonna be like in the cereal aisle in the grocery store.
Do you know what's fucking gross? PDA.
Yeah, just public displays of affection are just gross
Like,
in general.
A kiss on the cheek, cool with that.
Hug?
If I see a dude kiss another dude on the cheek, I'm like, hey man, good for you.
What are we in France?
But no, like, I don't know. I don't see straight people like making out. Dude, what I fucking hate? Seeing like trashy ass couples where like the guy's like just grabbing a handful of his girl's ass. Yeah, I see that a lot. That's fucking gross. Doesn't mean I'm heterophobic. Like, people can do gross shit.
You're just affectionate phobic.
Yeah. I'm just jealous.
That's
I wish I could grab that flabby fucking ass. Hasn't done a squat in her life.
And it says pink on the ass or something like that, or juicy.
Oh
God.
God.
It's like, yeah, it's not juicy anymore. That looks like a fucking pot roast that's been left out on the counter too long.
No, it's a pot roast that went bad while in the bag.
Yeah.
And you're just too afraid to open the bag.
Here's like, we just need to get a new house. Just
But
leave.
no,
It's taken over.
but no, like so many things are just like, I don't like it, so no one should. And it's like, how fucking old are you? I don't like pop music. No one else should. Like, shut the fuck up. If you don't like abortion, don't get an abortion. It's really easy. No one's making you.
Yeah, it's not like you have to like, hey, make sure you keep your legs closed, or an abortionist just might come up underneath and take your baby. Like,
I don't know. The liberals might be taking your babies so that they can like consume the stem cells, so that evil Hollywood could, I don't know,
live forever.
Yeah.
Or they might be taking them after they're born and then putting them into pedophilia rings.
Yeah.
Which seems to actually be a very large problem.
I don't think there's like.
Okay.
There's pedophilia rings.
There's pedophilia rings, and I like sex trafficking and all that stuff. And I don't mean, when I say it's a very large problem, like 90% of Hollywood is doing it. One pedophilia ring is a large problem.
Yeah.
Is a bad problem.
No, I would say Hollywood might have a pedophile problem, but I don't think it's a pedophilia ring problem. I think, like, let's face it. You're 28, let's say my age. You're 26 to almost 27. You're hot. You're famous. You're a rock star. You're a pop star. You're a movie star. And some 16-year-old piece of ass, you know, she grew up a little faster than the other girls there. And you fuck her. Arguably, you're a pedophile. But, like, I feel like that's just kind of like... I feel like there's a lot more pedophiles in the world than, you know, like, we really,
You're
like...
talking about accident.
Well, no.
Did you know she was 16?
He knew he was 16, but he's famous. He can do what he wants, you know? He was walking around with that mindset. And I feel like...
yeah, that's
I feel like...
That's wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's wrong. But I'm saying, like, I feel like there's a lot more pedophiles in the world than we probably know. But the issue is, you're just not good looking enough to do it, you know? Just because no one will do you.
Then they look at child porn on the computer.
Yeah.
Like Jared Fogle.
Yeah. But no, I just feel like...
Or Austin Jones.
I feel like... That's a fun one.
I have learned a lot about him over the last few days.
Yeah. But no, so I feel like just like once you're good looking, famous, and have all this money, you can do what you want, and that reveals the pedophiles.
Yes. No. Okay, I see what you're saying with that. I see.
So it's just like, it's easy for them to be pedophiles.
You go from looking at child porn on the computer to then actually acting on it.
Yeah, because now you get to.
Well, you have the opportunity.
Yeah.
You have the chances. So yeah, I see what you're.
And
but those,
especially with music, man, like when 80% of your fan base is underage girls screaming your name, like any dude who's like like
long hair, kind of creepy guy, you know.
Well, not even
He's
that.
an
I was
actor,
just, yeah.
You know, he dabbles in music and acting.
He played the Joker.
Oh, did he? Oh, this is just a fictional person. I know.
Oh,
That.
okay. Yeah, we live in a society, man.
Yeah, we live in a society of pedophiles.
Yeah. No. So yeah, I think a lot of people just hold back on it.
Oh,
and then
okay.
just like once they get into a position of power, they're just like, hey, I can fucking do it. And that's why people point at like politicians, businessmen, and celebrities and stuff like, oh, pedophile rings.
Well, no. So, but here's my thinking on it. Yeah, I see why you're saying just pedophile rings because a bunch of people in power and politicians and rich people
Yeah.
are all of a sudden into it. But a savvy business person would be like, oh,
How do I
know-
market this?
Well, how do I can just make it easier for all these rich people.
Yeah.
So then these people will now all of a sudden have access to pedophile rings.
So
Look,
maybe this is because I'm not insane, but I don't get that. Like, so let's say there was an e-girl and goth girl sex ring of legal-aged women. I wouldn't want that. I want to go get a goth. I don't want, like, basically a goth girl prostitute who it's like, oh, cool, I just have to fly off to this island and
you mean
I
a
could...
suicide girl?
Yeah.
God damn.
No, I'm not a big suicide girl.
I
Fan.
love their tattoos.
They're too voluptuous. I like
voluptuous.
around like, like
A's.
5'6" named Emily. Anyway, but yeah, small tits are fucking justice, man. Flat is justice. That's an anime culture reference. But anyway, no, like, so let's say there's like e-girl and goth girl island. Like, I wouldn't want to go there. Just
E-girl island.
because, like, I don't know. Like, I want to get a goth girl. I don't want to just like buy a goth girl. I mean, you can already do that.
You don't want a prostitute.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's like...
And so suicide girls are not prostitutes.
So what I'm saying is these fucking pedophiles need to go out there and find one naturally.
They need to do it the hard way. Go to elementary schools.
They need to work on their Foursquare game, okay?
Fucking Foursquare was the shit.
Dude,
Wall ball.
Wall ball.
Was the shit until you started adding in all like the rainbow black magic bullshit.
I don't remember that. But
There
I
were
also
like little
didn't have
things
friends.
you could do, like if you yelled it, like "Oh, black magic," and you'd run underneath the ball, then the person would have to hit it. You know.
I don't remember, man. I didn't have friends.
I was your friend, unfortunately. Until you forgot about me.
I never forgot about you. I was just wondering where you were.
You never said anything.
Dude, like, we hardly saw each other at all
In high
because you were
school?
always hanging out with the I'll say their names, the Ross Josh crowd. Then I was always hanging out with the Derek crowd.
Yeah.
So like we just like hardly ever saw each other. We didn't have any classes like crossover because I was in like the smart classes and shit.
Yeah, you were.
Only for math.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we could have had like history or something together. We definitely have chemistry together. Hey, this podcast.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Jesus. I think when Rodney Dangerfield died, he came back in you.
I think he came in me too. Because he's a Hollywood elite in the fucking pedophile rings. That isn't true. Rodney Dangerfield is a fucking national treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not like everyone kind of knows him, but like he's not like, you know, like everyone thinks George Carlin and Richard Pryor are funniest people ever. Rodney Dangerfield, that's like only like people who are really into stand-up comedy know like him and treasure him.
Dangerfield and Dice, in my opinion, are the two greatest comedians of all time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dice is up there. I mean, Dice is up there for me, but not that far.
I would just say he changed the game of like dirty comedy.
Oh, he made it way more dirty.
Yeah, like comedy today wouldn't exist the way it is if it wasn't for like Dyson Dangerfield, in my opinion.
Oh.
Because like
Dice paved the way for Dane Cook, for sure.
I mean, yes, he did. But I mean, he also paved the way for Anthony Jeselnik and Bill Burr and basically all East Coast comedy.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
But no, like I was listening to Dice pretty recently, and it was just like crazy. I was like, this came out in like the fucking 80s, and I'm still hearing like this style of comedy like 40 years later. Like that's some fucking impact.
Yeah.
I want to meet him. He seems like a cool guy.
He's pretty old now.
Yeah.
He'll probably die by the time you get famous enough to meet him.
Let's
do a Make-A-Wish to get Taryn to meet Andrew Dice Clay. The Dice Man.
Well, first we got to put me in critical condition. So first, someone hit me with their car. Then I'll get
someone
to
give
meet
him
the Dice
cancer.
Man. Yeah, someone give me cancer. Well, I already got injected with 5G, so
Fuck.
I get my second dose in a little over a week.
Damn, you'll be 10G.
Yeah. So fucking dumb.
I can't find a place.
Dude, you have to call.
You say that. No, I know you have to call, but I don't have time.
Just on Monday, man. Just call like fucking everywhere at around 2 p.m. Just be like, hey, do you have any cancellations today? Yeah, we have 2 shots. Cool, I'm on my way.
Cool, give me both.
One in each arm. Walking around just
like,
noodle-armed.
Oh, Taryn, come pick me up. I can't drive.
Why are you suddenly?
Because they had
Never mind.
they had a third one and shot it in the jaw.
Oh, okay. I thought you were making the joke that vaccines cause autism.
No, because it's not a joke. They do. Just kidding. They don't.
Yeah, I'm prime example.
You never got vaccinated.
I'm over here trying to argue that pedophile islands shouldn't exist and these people need to go find their kids naturally. Pretty sure there's something
Jesus
wrong
Christ.
in there. I mean, Jared Leto, just go play a concert.
Yeah, you fucking
Bring another 13-year-old on
You
your tour bus
fucking
to hang out.
creep.
Fuck Jared Leto. Fuck Dan Bilzerian. At least he fucks adults. Good for you, Dan.
Oh my god. Good for you, Dan.
Yeah,
Jesus.
fucking Dan. Danny. I'm Dan Bilzerian.
God.
All right.
Take too much Tyranobol there.
Dude, so one of my coworkers, like your coworker, didn't believe me that all these celebrities are taking steroids and, oh no, you can't get them. You can't get them. So I was like, you want to bet? I can buy steroids right now. So I went on my phone. Oh, I'm scrolling down.
Yeah, so we had coworkers of ours who thought that you couldn't get like that actors like Chris Evans and Henry Cavill weren't taking roids for their roles of Captain America and Superman when they had to have been. There's no way to get that fucking ripped.
All right, so just pulled it up online real quick. I'm not going to say the website, obviously. In Oregon, it's decriminalized, and I'm not actually purchasing these products, but they are for sale. Whether I've purchased from this website or not is completely ambiguous.
Steroids.edu.
Yeah. So you can buy Accutane, which is an acne drug. Steroids often cause acne, so a lot of bodybuilders will also take Accutane. Anavar, popular steroid for while you're on a cut because it helps maintain muscle while you're losing body fat. Dianabol, great steroid. Test E, great for assisting in your cycle. Some HGH, Oral Tren. There's a long fucking grocery list of fucking steroids here. A month's worth of Tren, $65. Halo Testin, $200. Test E, $65. You could just buy this shit. And people think like, no, celebrities are just working out. The one person that I think is natural is Henry Cavill.
Oh, you do think that he's natural?
If you watch his progression from what was that movie he did before Man of Steel? It was like
it
was like some Roman Greek movie.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Oh, like he was like pretty shredded for that. Like, he was in good shape. Then he got big for Superman. Then, like, his progression has just been, like...
Nothing drastic.
Yeah, like, there was no, like, whoa in his career. Like, he just always got... He would get bigger, shred down, bigger, shred down. It was, like, more plates, more dates. Great YouTube channel, by the way. Cringy name, great channel. Like, did a breakdown of, like, his timeline. And it was just like, okay, yeah, I actually see it. I always thought, like, you know, like, this dude's in too good of shape. Has to be on steroids. It's like, oh, no, he's been working out hard as hell for 18 years.
You think Chris Evans?
No.
You don't think Chris Evans does?
He wasn't super ripped, and then 2 years later, he was jacked out of his fucking mind.
No. I meant, do you think he is using steroids?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think everyone in Marvel is, except maybe Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
I mean,
because he doesn't need to be super ripped.
Yeah, like he did have some good bicep scenes. Maybe he took it just to help it along, but he didn't do anything serious. Like, he wasn't, like, roided out of his fucking mind for a year going into the movie.
You think Daniel Craig? I think Daniel Craig is pretty natural. The only thing that makes me think that he might would be because he's kind of old.
Yeah. Obviously it's all speculation.
Idris Elba?
I don't know. It's all speculation. I think there's a good chance in both directions in the way of, like, why wouldn't you? They have personal trainers. They have people doing their blood work when they're doing it. So it's like, why not? Like, why not just get in the best shape you possibly can in the time limit you have to get in shape for the movie? Like, to me, it's honestly dumb if you're an action movie action star kind of actor and you have to be shirtless in a scene or have a bicep scene. Why the fuck wouldn't you?
Yeah. Because that's literally, if you do good in that, then you can get more movie deals from that. So it's like, it's in your best interest too.
Yeah. Like, it'd be like telling me, like, hey, yeah, I know you, like, don't drink or something, but what if you just drank for, like, 1 month and then you win the lottery as a result? Okay, yeah, I'd be a fucking booze bag for a month and then have $300 million. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What I'm saying is money is more important than your morals.
Wait, what you're saying is that
I've been doing it for free all this time.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys are getting paid? But no, like, anyone who's like, oh no, I would never do steroids. It's like, let's wave a few $1 million in front of your face and see how you fucking behave. Like, morons.
You made that meme reference, and it made me think of something that happened at work. We just hired this new guy, and him and I have been kind of, we've been talking, getting a little closer, but then we hit that, like, breakthrough moment where we became, like, real friends.
Yeah.
And I just knew exactly what it was, and you made that meme reference, and so we were underneath a vehicle, both of us looking at something.
Just two guys under a vehicle together.
Yeah. And we're crawling around, and I'm like,
was it a big vehicle? Was there a lot of room under there?
No, it wasn't. It was tight. Excuse me.
Okay, like, am I gonna have to beat this guy up? Is he taking my best friend?
No. But he we're underneath it, and I'm like, God, I hate these skid plates. They're always in the way because I'm trying to, like, look around it. And he's like, yeah, what does it even protect? I was like, it protect, it attack. And he just starts laughing, and I'm like, did you get that? And he's like, I love a great meme reference. And I'm like, we're now best friends.
Did we just become best friends?
Exactly. God damn it. This has been a meme heavy 30 seconds.
Me and my new guy,
yes.
Yeah. Him and I have become really good buds, and I could tell some of the coworkers who, like, try to be buds with me and, like, we just have nothing in common, really.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell they're kind of bothered by it because this dude just walks into the door and he's wearing a Pierce the Veil belt, post-hardcore band from the mid-2000s. And, like, we just immediately hit it off. We're super similar sense of humor, super funny guy. The only downside is he's married and has a kid, so it's like we can't really ever hang out.
Not where I thought that sentence was going, but
Yeah.
okay.
But no, dude, like just immediately fucking hit it off. And one day, he's riding around on this fucking cart. We're not supposed to. And I see him riding on it, but like I do it too. So he probably saw me do it and was like, that looks fun. So he does it. And I look over and see him and I look back. Then I'm like, is he doing it too? And as I look away, he's over there just like shaking his ass at me. And I just fucking died laughing. Because it was just like perfect timing of like, is he riding that?
Not only is he riding, he's shaking his ass.
Yeah, no, it's always nice when you have like those coworker moments where it's just like,
It's where like you like break through and break that awkwardness of like being
hey man,
new.
you know, like nice to meet you. You like sports? No. You like this? No. You like this? Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
No, apparently, so his mother-in-law works at my work too. She's the one who got him the job. Apparently they play Call of Duty on the weekends. And so I hopped in one of their lobbies with them. And they're like, oh yeah, we should all play. So I hopped on. And I fucking just like was top leaderboard every game. And they were like, yeah, you know, like we play, we're pretty good and stuff. And I was like, yeah, like I haven't played Cold War multiplayer much, but you know, I'll give it a go. Like I pretty much just played zombies, and I was just absolutely cock-stomping. And they're just like, you don't play much, and I was like, nope.
No, we played Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
So fucking much.
Yeah. No, and they were just like, you're pretty good at this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You should see us play zombies.
We haven't played in a minute.
We haven't because you had to go to work last week.
Dude, I'm sorry. And also, I've been sleeping so much lately.
Me too.
Yeah. After working for 2 weeks without a day off and not getting enough sleep that whole stretch, I'm definitely catching up now.
How do we even have time for this podcast anymore? We do it for you, the viewers.
I think we just do it because it's like, it's fun.
It's good.
Yeah.
You know what I haven't said in a while? It's like unhealthy therapy.
Bringing it back to episode 3 days. I don't know.
So what?
Episode 3 days.
Oh, okay.
I still have steroids up on my phone.
Actually, let me bring up one of my topics. Oh, there's
Okay.
a swipe surgery session on Tinder.
Yeah, I just got that too.
Even though I have all my Tinder notifications turned off. Don't you hate that? I literally went through and deleted all of them. Okay.
So Emily just sent me this fucking video. This girl who's like, I got my brother a bike for his birthday. I'm gonna film his reaction. He's in a fucking wheelchair. And then they put him on the bike. He just immediately fucking falls down.
That's awful. We'll tweet that out there.
Oh fuck, man. Alright, so what's your topic?
Oh. Okay. Have you heard about... Well, that one doesn't even matter. Okay, so something that I saw that is going to be happening is digitally inserting product placements into movies and TV shows from the past.
So like what? They're gonna like, it's gonna be Casablanca, then they're gonna have a fucking iPhone?
Or they'll like replace ads in the backgrounds of movies with other ones. They've already started to do it in China a little bit. Like you'll be walking down the street and you'll see a sign, but then they can go in and change the sign to a Coca-Cola sign.
I don't like this. You know, I don't like product placement in movies.
I don't either because it's so blatant it ruins the movie because you know what it is.
Hey, would you like a Fresca? Thanks, the boys. I would not like a Fresca. How many times did they fucking bring up Fresca in season 2?
No. I think the Fresca thing was a joke though, because like Fresca is just a funny thing to say.
And also it's just like such a low tier like thing.
Like if it was like, hey, do you want a Coca-Cola?
It'd be like RC Cola.
Yeah. RC Cola's good though.
I don't like cola.
I know. So you just like orange soda.
Yeah.
And Fresca.
And Sprite.
Which is just a knockoff Fresca.
Yeah, so I don't like that, but while we're on the topic of things Taryn doesn't like to drink,
Jesus.
it's cum.
Do you like to drink?
No, I don't like to drink them. I have a quick aside story. So I was on a date recently, and I asked her out to coffee, and she was like, "Sure, that sounds fun. Let's grab some coffee and go for a walk in the park." So we grab some coffee and go for a walk in the park, and she's like, "Hey, can I ask you something?" And you answer honestly. And I just was like, "Uh-oh." And she was like, "No, it's nothing bad." I was like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like coffee." And she's like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't like coffee." She's like, "That's not what I was going to ask." I was like, "Oh, well."
Now you know.
And then she was like, "But wait, why did you ask me out for coffee?" I was like, "Because in your bio it said you liked coffee. So I figured I'd take her out to coffee." And she just like stared at me like in bewilderment. And I threw my 3/4 full cup of coffee away and was like, "Yeah, I didn't want that."
Why did you just get a tea?
They didn't have tea.
What kind of coffee shop doesn't have tea?
Maybe they did have tea. I didn't look very hard.
Did
I didn't want to be weird and not get coffee.
Did they not have a Fresca?
but yeah, I don't remember what she asked me. But yeah, she was so thrown for a loop by me just being like, "Yeah, I don't like coffee." And then I was like, "Oh yeah, I've also never had lasagna, and I had my first burger at 23, and I've never had ranch." And she was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" But I'm getting a second date tomorrow. So.
I literally say that all the time about you.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
She has a roommate.
Attractive?
I don't know. I'll let you know.
Right, you can't say.
I'll let you know tomorrow. You can.
No, you can't.
Dude, you can say when a girl's friends are attractive. If they know
not to the girl.
No. If they know their friend's attractive, there's nothing wrong with it. Like if you're dating a girl and they're just like, "Yeah, your roommate's good looking." They're not wrong.
Yeah, he's good looking, but he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Well, no, because like also there's just so many different kinds of good looking. Like we are not at all the same way of like good looking.
Oh, that's because I'm not good looking.
You're good looking.
Shut the fuck up. You see how white I am?
You have a nice beard. You got like the rugged like man good looking. I don't have that. I have pretty boy good looking. Like
continuity errors.
So no one that wants to date me will probably want to date you, and vice versa.
Okay. Fuck digital product placement.
Yeah,
ads.
fuck you, Fresca.
Yeah, no. So
actually, sponsor read real quick. This week it's Fresca.
Shit.
Oh Jesus.
I was thinking about this because I've been looking at our numbers, our views.
Oh, my number's 50389.
Wow, you really went with it.
They still have 10,000 possibilities.
Way more than that.
No, it's 10,000. If it's 50389 and then left off, that's numbers. 5 numbers left, 10,000 possibilities. 0 through 9,999.
Okay, cool.
Don't fucking argue with me.
I know. I'm saying. You fucking come near me. I swear to God, I'll shove that microphone so far up your ass.
Oni-chan. All right, so you're looking at our numbers recently.
I was looking at our numbers.
Our demographic.
No, not our demographics. Our fucking views.
Oh, okay.
We're doing it for the views and listens. And I've noticed that your bands, Unsurprisingly Music, get a lot more views a lot quicker. Death of a Bachelor by Panic at the Disco was huge, but that was
ours.
You got me more into Panic at the Disco than anything else. Other than them being a good band.
Yeah. But like you
Wolf
weren't
and Bear.
You weren't really like giving them the time you would have without me being like,
"Hey, I look like Brandon Urie." Wolf and Bear.
They're still getting views.
The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, which irks the shit out of me just because at the time I was like, I fucking wanted to hate it.
Yeah.
Dance Gavin Dance took off.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but They Found Me took off today.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You got one under your tool belt now.
Well, I wrote it on a piece of paper and put it in a hat.
You still wanted to bring it onto the podcast.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
That was still like...
But,
the only reason you didn't was because we do the...
Oh, Bring Me the Horizon?
Yeah.
But all mine have, like, done jack shit. And I think it's because the people who are fans of the music that I've brought and I like are not... are not the culture that I really want to belong with. They're not like they're just like go to coffee shops and just sit around and act all smug. While the fan base of the music you listen to, I feel like is way more of a tight knit community.
Yeah, especially like Dance Gavin Dance, like they are super community oriented.
Oh, Closure in Moscow is another one. Dude,
I every time they come in on my mix, I'm just like, what a band.
Yeah.
Like, god damn.
And I always hate that I'm way more impressed with the bands you bring than you are with the bands I bring.
Hey, the band you brought this week is...
We won't talk about it. We haven't filmed that yet. We got hot takes.
Yeah.
So
and hotter shits.
Whoa, they must be on fire.
Yeah, they are. Actually, my shits have been very...
solid?
No, very... Not fluid, but like fluid in motion. Of like... I sit down to take a shit. Done. Dude, I'm telling you, man.
So you're just full of gas, solids, and liquids. What's next? Plasma?
Dude, I'm telling you, man. The vertical diet is no fucking joke. My shits have never been easier to perform.
Speaking of hot shits. I did some research, Taryn.
Dude, do you not love that fucking picture of like the family photo with the one kid dressed up like a clown?
What?
You haven't seen? Okay, you talk about your thing. I'm gonna pull this up.
No. Because mine is deep. And
okay.
insightful.
Kid dressed.
Mine does have to do with children, though.
Clown for family photo. Yep, there it is.
I've never seen that.
So he insisted. I'll throw it up on the screen. He insisted on dressing up as a clown for the picture. Why is he sitting like a monarch from the 1800s?
It's the creepiest clown too. It's the creepiest clown dress that you could ever fucking dress up as. That is awful. It needs to be burned.
Like, look at the family. Just look at them. They're taking it so seriously.
Yeah, because their child want to dress up as what looks like a meth addicted Ronald McDonald. And speaking of Ronald McDonald, what is the worst thing, Taryn? What's the worst thing in life?
Women who don't let you explore your fetishes with them.
You're wrong.
It's definitely inconvenienced my life a lot. Like, I like being slapped, okay? I don't care if you think my face is pretty. It deserves to be slapped.
Okay, the worst thing in life is when... What the fuck? The worst thing... Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't even say it now. You ruined what I was going to say. I was just going to say the
These
worst...
fucking shorts are so short. Jesus Christ, they're getting a fucking show over here.
God. The worst thing... Jesus Christ.
What's the worst thing, Trevor?
Is when you go to McDonald's and the ice cream machine's broken. God damn it.
Dude, my head is killing me right now. I'm like 2 days off of caffeine. And it is pounded. What's for dinner?
I don't fucking know.
All right, so are you going to talk about the app?
The app?
The app that like keeps track of if a McDonald's
ice
cream
cream
machine is down.
It's called McBroken. Yeah, it's a website. It's called McBroken.
Okay.
So that is brought up. So anyway, this journalist recently did what he says is a year-long investigation into this. Because it's been a problem for a while, apparently.
Yeah.
And so this is going to sound conspiracy-ish until it gets broken down more. So, it's been a meme for quite some time now that the McDonald's ice cream machines are always broken. Like, you see those viral videos of like people like throwing fits in the lobby or the drive-thru because it's always broken. So McBroken came out to track all of them that are broken, and it's usually between 10 and 15% are broken.
Fuck, dude.
That's a lot.
Imagine if 10 to 15% of cars just didn't fucking work right.
So that's the other thing is he had a statistic in there that the industrial standard for any engineering things that the failure rate is less than 1%. It's actually 99.99966%.
Fuck.
That is of success rate, so a less than 1% failure rate, and their machines are broken 10 to 15% of the time. I checked today; it was at 9%. But they've apparently been working on shit to get them. That's still bad.
Yeah,
That's still really bad.
shitty.
So, the Wall Street Journal, Forbes, all these major magazines, they started looking into it. They put their lowest reporter on it and sent him out to figure out what was going on.
Dude,
So,
I would love to be the low-level reporter. Your big breakthrough is the fucking McDonald's ice cream machine.
So they looked into it though. They didn't have a breakthrough. They just said, "Oh, it's because the cleaning cycle for the machines takes so long." So the cleaning cycle is, since these have dairy going through them, they have to be, the whole machines have, and all the pipes and everything have to be heated up till 151 degrees Fahrenheit, and then cooled back down.
Yeah,
and then
cool.
they're used. Now, typically that happens overnight.
Yeah.
The closing crew starts it. The opening crew comes in, and gets it all ready.
So similarly, I often work weird hours, and there have been many nights where I woke up blurry-eyed, not wanting to go to work, too lazy to cook food. So I'm like, all right, I'll stop by the McD's on the way in. And at about 2 a.m. until 2:30 a.m., I've learned McDonald's likes to choose that time to reset their credit card machine. So they're like, oh, we can only take cash right now. Our card machine's down. It's not fucking down. You click the reset button, you fucking liar. And it is so goddamn annoying when you want to stuff your face with some fucking McNuggets and they don't let you.
Chicken nuggets.
Because I don't keep cash on me. I'm not a fucking dinosaur. Anyway,
So
their cycle's probably a similar situation to that.
Well, no. So yes. So the night crew will start it, and the opening crew will come in, and the machine will just say, error for cleaning cycle. You have to repeat the whole process, and there's a good chance that it will say error again. But the thing is it won't tell you what exactly is going on. It won't tell you why there was an error.
So it's just a bunch of fucking dipshit kids who are not getting paid enough who don't know how to fix the machine.
Yes and no. So McDonald's, when you start a franchise with McDonald's, there's a lot of things and stipulations that you have to do. You have to buy. You have these options of fryers and grills, and you have to pick from their selected options to be a franchise for them. The only thing that they don't give you a choice on is the ice cream machine. They say you have to buy this exact model. It's the Taylor Model C602.
Okay.
Now, Taylor makes ice cream machines for In-N-Out, Wendy's, Burger King, all the big Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Are their machines ever down?
No.
Because
Or
they
at
don't
least it's not a meme.
They don't use the C602. They use other models. Taylor has other models for them, but this C602 is the only option McDonald's gives you.
Yeah.
Now, Taylor and McDonald's have been working together for decades. Like they were some of the original contributors. So this one is specific for McDonald's, and what happens, like I was saying, in the cleaning process, it'll just give you an error, and the user interface is awful. It won't give you any reason as to why. And
it's kind of like your check engine light coming on.
So
it's like, thanks.
Well, yes, but you can plug into it really easily and figure out. This you can't. Well, a normal person can't. You can go down and buy an OBD2 reader and plug into your car and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
But this you can't. And the guy, the investigative journalist, he got his hands on a copy of like the manual that's given to the owners. And it just pretty much 90% of like the problems, it's like call a service tech. So he then also got his hands on the service tech only manual. It's only given to Taylor authorized service techs. And apparently there's like a secret menu you can get into to access more stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, the franchise owners, they get frustrated when their machines go down.
Yeah.
And he looked into the service tech. It's usually, he said, the main reason why it'll give you an error is because the hopper is whatever it's called is too full, because it has to heat all of that up to 151 degrees.
Yeah.
And then cool it all back down. So it may not do it right. So it's just like, you don't keep as much in it, but it doesn't tell you that. All it has to say is hopper too full. You know, take some out. That's it. And then it'll do it again and you'll be good. But it just, it doesn't tell you that. So when something happens and, you know, people are getting mad and the ice cream machine's down, you just say, fuck it, call a service tech. Yeah. And Taylor's the only authorized person to work on it. Now, how much do you think an hour a service tech
$1,400.
No. For 30 minutes, because they don't do it by hour, they do the first 30 minutes is $144 per 30 minutes.
I'm paying my refrigeration people too much money.
After the first half hour, every 15 minutes, $315.
Oh no, that's actually pretty similar to what I'm paying my refrigeration people. It's usually an hour's about $1,200.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane.
Especially when it's only a Taylor authorized tech who can work on it.
Yeah.
So that's just fucking ridiculous. So the other thing too is that you buy this machine. You buy the machine. You're not renting it. You're not leasing it. You own it as a franchise owner. You own it. So McDonald's doesn't own it.
This is dialing back to our right to repair discussion a few podcasts ago.
Actually, yeah.
It's not just cell phones, guys. It's other things too.
Yeah. So so they own it. McDonald's is not footing the bill. They're not paying in any way. They're not helping with repairs. Yeah. They've only made it easier for Taylor to gouge money out of them.
Yeah.
Now Taylor was apparently was trying to sell themselves to another company. So it came out in their little portfolio that 25% of their business is purely repair, which is a lot.
Yeah.
So they have a vested interest in keeping it.
Yeah. Kind of like how Best Buy sales are dwarfed by their Geek Squad.
Oh yeah, no, they are a warranty company
that's also
disguised
sells TVs.
as a retail store.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has a secret menu only for techs to get. And since 2003 is when McDonald's required that you get this machine. They've come out with software updates that have not fixed anything other than added, because they got their hands on it and they went through it, the software updates. It hasn't fixed any bugs. It's only added more cryptic error messages like L75A9 Z4. What does that even mean? Yeah, in your owner's manual, that's not in there. It's only in the secret tech manual. So this guy named Jeremy O'Sullivan, he created a company called Kitsch that made a plugin for the machine that would then tell you what the problem was and how to fix it. Because most of the time you could fix it instead of having to call a technician.
How fast was this man sued for being an absolute Chad?
So he was not sued. So apparently McDonald's franchise owners have a national convention or something, and the head of the national convention said that this is a great thing. He endorsed it without endorsing it.
Yeah, because hey guys, this
this
pretty fucking cool.
He's like, this is a helpful tool.
Yeah.
McDonald's and Taylor's sent out an email saying that Kitsch is dangerous and would void your warranty and cause the machine to run amok. So then guess what McDonald's announced later? That they're coming out with a similar plugin to help. And it's going to be made by a company called Power Dynamics or something. Who were they owned by?
Kitsch.
No.
Taylor.
They were Taylor. Kitsch is the good guy.
Yeah. Well, no, I was thinking like maybe they like acquired Kitsch.
No. It's worse than that. It's worse because it's made by Power Dynamics, who is owned by Taylor. So Taylor is still making money off of it. Mm-hmm. But people who have used it say that it still blocks the user out. They can't access it as much as they can with Kitsch. So these franchise owners, and look, if you own a McDonald's franchise, you're making pretty good money.
Yeah.
So like, I don't want to be like, oh, go fuck yourself. Or I don't want to be like, oh, excuse me, these poor people just trying to make a living.
Yeah.
Because, like, to be honest, though, most franchises are owned by a corporation who usually owns many of that franchise, you know? Mm-hmm. You know, like, I know Taco Bells around here are owned by, like, Columbia Bells or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they own all of them up and down I-5. But, yeah, even the one that Taylor is making now, the plug-in to replace Kitsch, still keeps them out of it. And then this is why the machine is always broken. And it's not because the machine's actually broken. It's because the machine is just not letting them fix it.
Yeah.
So they have to call a technician out to try and fix it. And it's just pure greed.
Yeah.
It's McDonald's helping out a buddy.
Yeah.
For greed. McDonald's is not footing the bill of any of this. It's the franchise owners who, you know, there are some mom and pop franchise owners out there.
Yeah. I'm close family friends with a Wendy's franchise owner in Southern Oregon and along the coast. Like, they own like all of the Wendy's. Or is it Wendy's? Is it I don't fuck. Maybe it's Dairy Queen. I don't know. They own a bunch of fucking franchises, all right? Like, they own all the ones in, like, Bandon and
Dairy
Coos
Queen
Bay.
is the shit.
Dairy Queen slaps, dude. I love
their chicken tenders.
Don't they give you French bread still?
They give you Texas toast.
Texas toast, yeah. Like, dude, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
So I can't find it now. I'm checking all my usual subs that I, like, actually read the comments on. So someone made, like, a comprehensive list of all of the fake restaurants. Oh yeah, they were trashing the Mr. Beast burger. That's right. I could probably find it if I want to, but I'm talking about it now. So people were saying like the Mr. Beast burger sucks. Like, and there other people are like, what are you talking about? It's great. It's so good. Apparently, if you actually look through it, there isn't a Mr. Beast burger. It's like just whoever is willing to foot the bill basically in the area. So it's like Mr. Beast contracted Applebee's to make the Mr. Beast burger.
Okay.
But then over there in Beaverton, Oregon, he's having, you know, like Killer Burger do it. You know, like it's just like whoever is like wants to work with him basically.
Okay, so you and I have been getting a lot of ads about Mr. Beast Burger.
Yeah.
Because we order on DoorDash a lot.
Yeah, but then also people were like, oh yeah, like I think it was like Shake Tenders or something like that, like a chicken tender place is actually Outback Steakhouse, and this one is actually this restaurant. And like they're just making these like catch names that are DoorDash only businesses, like, and it's just another restaurant, which it's kind of smart because like there is a lot of negative connotation with a lot of these big chain restaurants, and they kind of rebranded themselves on DoorDash because like you don't see where it's getting picked up from really. You see the general area, but you're not zooming in like what's actually there.
You're like, oh, I guess it's next door to an Applebee's.
Yeah.
You're never going to assume that it's Applebee's.
Yeah. And it's like that.
Or Sizzler. Ugh.
Dude, I loved Sizzler as a kid just because they had the unlimited salad bar and I would just load up on wings.
I gotta say, the fucking salad bars are shit. Abby's Pizza?
Dude, fuck Abby's Pizza.
It's good. I liked it.
So overpriced for what you get. It's like $30 for a pizza that's just okay.
No, that's Bellagio's.
No, Abby's is fucking expensive too.
Yeah, but Bellagio's is the same way. But Bellagio's is a little bit better.
Dude, have you ever been to New York?
No.
Okay, so the big pizza place in New York is Joe's Pizza, where everyone's like, dude, Joe's Pizza.
Dude, Joe's Pizza. Got to go there before a Yankees game, man.
It is honestly shit. Like, it is Domino's level pizza.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd imagine at this point,
like it's like, got the comically large slice, where it's like, oh, look at what I got.
I have to
this is
fold it.
a piece of pizza, and dude, it sucks. It's so not good.
Yeah.
We gotta go Shake Shack tomorrow, man.
Oh yeah, we do.
Dude, I went at 11 a.m. today, and the line was like fucking 50 people long.
Or should we go on Monday, when there'll definitely be less people there?
Yeah, Monday. Let's do Monday. How about I work Monday? We'll go after work.
You literally don't give a shit about your own sleep schedule. But just so the McDonald's thing is it's just like this. McDonald's literally only did that to help this company out.
Yeah.
To give them a little
under
boost.
the table fucking hand job.
Yeah, that was like the two CEOs are like, hey, we'll help you out. Well, every other piece of equipment you had options to get.
Yeah.
Except for the ice cream machine.
Yeah.
Which is made by the company that makes all of the ice cream machines for all the fast food companies.
But they make this one fucking shit model that constantly needs to be repaired and constantly has to be paid to repair. So that just means the other CEOs had some fucking balls and were like, hey, this ice cream machine constantly needs to get fixed. We want a fucking different one. We'll go take our fucking business elsewhere if you don't give us a better fucking ice cream machine.
I don't even think that it was. I don't think that it was that. I think that it was just, hey, make an ice cream machine that shits the bed
constantly. That serves up some delicious soft serve. Because let's be real, McDonald's ice cream fucking slaps. There's a reason people are upset when that machine's
I mean, it's
down.
good, but it's no Dairy Queen. Dude, a Blizzard.
Well, yeah, but that's like saying like.
But I'm talking about the ice cream, not the contents of the Blizzard. The Blizzard itself. I hated that. I fucking hate it when they tip it over. Like, I understand.
Do the thing.
I understand that is like required by your job description, 17-year-old girl, but you don't have to do that.
Hey.
No, because that was like the last time that it happened. Like, she hated her fucking job, and I could see that. And I was like, I am so sorry that you have to do that. Although I remember when high school, because we went to high school next to a Dairy Queen. One time they didn't do it, and I was like,
dude, they never did it to me. Like, I thought they only did it.
I only ever went there a couple times.
I thought they only did it if you asked.
No, they're like required to do it.
Oh, I've never seen them do it.
I went when I was doing my cross country road trip east, the successful one. I I don't think I've told those stories yet. I'm not going to. I'll save that for my.
Dude, we're pretty deep in this episode. What's for dinner? What do you want?
I don't know.
We should order something.
Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah.
But
I'll clean the kitchen in the morning.
I was in Texas and I stopped at a Dairy Queen, and the lady did it when I got a Blizzard. And I was like she just did it. She was like happy to do it too, and I was like, okay, that was weird. I forgot about it too because I hadn't been to a Dairy Queen in a while. I always forget that they do that. They just tip it over.
Dude, I bet that the texture is so nice to fuck.
Do you want to stick your dick in something that cold?
Yeah, I'm saying the texture, man, not the temperature.
Yeah, but the temperature is what keeps it that texture.
Yeah, but I'm sure.
So they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Just like if a vagina was
like
cold,
I'm sure like warm cement is delightful to fuck.
I'm sure a cold vagina would probably be very unpleasant.
It's true.
Oh yeah, do you know? You necrophiliac?
Oh, corpse fucker over here. I feel like we've gone on for a while, so I feel like
we have.
We need to close on
the ultimate.
The ultimate fight. Actually, there's two fights I want to talk about.
Okay.
So the Great Josh fight happened. For those that don't know, last year on 420 was it?
421.
420. Oh, it was 421?
It's 420 or 421.
He sent out a mass message to this guy named Josh, sent out a mass message to all the other Joshes of the world on Facebook. He just added tons of people to this group chat. and gave coordinates for some field in Oklahoma, I think.
You know more about it than me.
So
Stop looking at me.
he sent out coordinates and said the fight to find out who the real Josh is will take place here. You have a year to prepare.
Jesus.
So it happened. Everyone showed up with pool noodles. There was a guy dressed as Obi-Wan there. There was a guy dressed as a Roman gladiator there. And so
were these people who were in the message, or were these people who just showed up?
I think it was just a bunch of Joshes that showed up. I'm sure like only 80% of the people there were named Josh. And everyone was just hitting each other with pool noodles. And it was kind of just an honor rule that you would sit down if you got hit with the pool noodle. And I'm sure this kid got hit like 10 times but never sat down. So some like 8-year-old or 5-year-old or something named Josh won. So it was just a little kid who won, which is bullshit. I would have booted that little fucker in the face. And I would have been the real Josh.
It's like, my name's not even Josh.
My name Josh. Boom.
My name is Josh.
Just fucking cave his face in.
There can only be one Josh.
Boom. It's me.
For Josh.
For all the Joshes that have fallen. What do you think they changed their names to? But yeah,
probably something stupid like fucking Travis.
But yeah. So it was live streamed on Josh versus Josh.com.
That's impressive that they got that website.
Yeah. I'm sure Josh versus Josh was taken. But anyway, so on the topic of fighting, the Jake Paul fight happened recently.
Yes, it did.
And who cares?
Yeah. Okay.
Rigged fight. But the one I want to talk about is Logan Paul.
He's supposed to fight Floyd Mayweather, right?
They're trying to make it happen.
Okay.
But I want to talk about Logan Paul as a person. Have you heard that he's going on a redemption arc? He is the better Paul brother now.
Whoa. No. He'll never be... Okay, first of all, the better Paul brother is like saying... like saying, oh yeah, he's the better dictator.
Yeah, but I've been watching some of his stuff lately. Dude, Japan humbled him. Like, he's like...
It's fake.
No, dude, like, he's super self-aware now. And, like, he was on a podcast recently. And, one of the guys was like, oh, yeah, dude, I just went on vacation, man. And they're like, oh, where'd you go? He's like, yeah, I went to Japan, dude. Like, it was fucking dope. Like, they had all this cool shit there, and I loved it. And then the other dude on the podcast was like, oh, yeah, me and my wife were thinking about going there. And Logan's kind of just sitting there quietly, just, like, respectfully listening to their stories. And the dude who's, like, running the podcast is just like, yeah, man, have you been
to Japan?
And, like, they all kind of get quiet, and he's like, yeah. And then they're just like, is this, like, a sore subject? And then they all start laughing, and the dude's like, oh, yeah, that's right. And they all start laughing. He's like, man, you know, I gotta say, it was really nice to watch you fuck up so monumentally, and, like, you still came back from it, man. And he's like, yeah, you know, like, I did kind of learn, like, you know, like, hitting rock bottom, like, you know, like, really does, like, make you think about, like, oh, I can't just do whatever the fuck I want whenever the fuck I want. Like, I do have to grow up and take responsibility at points. And it's like, you could tell, like, he is trying to not be a piece of shit, and I gotta give props to that, especially when his brother is still just being an annoying piece of shit.
How old is Logan Paul?
I think he's my age.
How old is Jake Paul?
Oh, let's just Google it.
I think Jake Paul's like 23, 24.
How old is Logan Paul? He's 26. He's my age.
Okay, how old is Jake Paul?
Jake Paul. 24.
Okay.
So
obviously
I've never filmed myself in a suicide forest, but I've done some dumb as shit things off camera.
We've all done dumb as shit things off camera. And then also when you grow up the way that they've grown up, especially in those formative years of late teenage, early 20s, I feel like you do get hindered growing up. And then all of a sudden it slaps you in the face when you have to grow up, which is what happened to Logan Paul. And it's gonna happen to Jake Paul.
Yeah. No, I gotta give like
Jake Paul needs to learn from Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Or else
like,
he's gonna get smacked.
Like I just gotta say, I gotta give props where props are due. Logan does appear to be actively trying. And I gotta respect that. Cause like the dude was probably a millionaire by the time he was like 22, 23. And that's going to shape you in a particular way. You're not going to think like an everyday person. You're just walking around the world revolving around you. You have people obsessed with you, watching millions of views of video. Like
that's the thing with YouTubers, is that like, if this ever takes off, like I don't want it to be like that. I don't want to have a YouTube house.
Oh, fuck that.
Like, or something.
It'd still just be a house with just us.
Yeah, well, it'll be a YouTube house because it'll just be just us.
Yeah. It's kind of a YouTube house.
Yeah, but like you like the vlog squad for David Dobrik and Jake Paul and Logan Paul's crew. They live with their crew, who everything revolves around them because Logan and Jake and David Dobrik are the centers of it.
Logan's been like laying into David Dobrik lately too.
Everybody's been laying into David Dobrik,
and I'm
because
just
David
like,
Dobrik's a piece of shit.
But yeah, no.
Have you heard about it? Did I like? I know we've talked about the David Dobrik thing a little bit.
We've talked about David Dobrik too much on this podcast.
Well, yeah, because I brought him up, but the actual like stuff that's going on with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, but yeah, no. So, but like the whole like the way that like you'll have like the main YouTuber and then they're like cast.
Yeah.
Like their crew.
Yeah.
You know, who revolves around them, and they just the main guy.
Like it's kind of like Ryan Higa and his friends, except Ryan Higa was never a piece of shit. Like he had Sean and Chester and like all these other YouTubers who were also popular, like standing around him, but it's Ryan. It's Ryan's show. It's Ryan and friends. But
yeah.
Like, Ryan Higa was like a good person, so like nothing bad came of it.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like these guys, like it's like their life has become a TV show and they're the main character.
Yeah.
So it's like the world does revolve around them, but a dozen people or so who they live with every day make them feel like that every single minute of their life.
Yeah.
And then they also have 20 million followers or subscribers or whatever.
Yeah, they pull up Twitter and it's 10,000 notifications a day saying, "I love you, please notice my comment."
Yeah, literally everything that they see is about them.
Yeah.
Their you know, their house, their roommates and everything treat them.
Yeah.
They foot the bill for all of their roommates and everything. You know that. Like,
yeah.
That's the other thing too, is like the just like, yeah, hey, buy me this, or hey, can I get, you know, this from you? I don't envy that.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I feel
like,
sorry for them, and I also think that they did it to themselves.
Yeah. Like I feel sorry for them when it comes crashing down and then the media tries to act like they understand what just happened.
How long has YouTube been around? 15 years? Let's just say 15 years.
Yeah.
For a nice round number.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a round number.
Fives are round numbers. Fives are nice.
Okay, I do like fives.
Fives are honorary even numbers.
If you're okay with that, then I'll take it.
Yep.
Because I like that. I'm always like volume increments. It's like it's always got to be increments of 5.
Yeah.
Never in between. What were we talking about?
How the media like misinterprets like these people.
Yeah. The media does not understand it. They can't, like, okay, yeah, Logan Paul videoed in the suicide forest of an actual just dead body.
Yeah, and
that should never have happened, but what was he, 22, 23 when that happened?
Yeah, and also let's think as to why. This guy's whole goal is to get as many views as possible.
What's going to get views?
It got views. He was correct.
And already, okay, I'm not justifying it. I think exactly what he did was wrong. And what he should have done is put down the fucking camera and call police and get out of there.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have gone in there in the first place, because I actually have... I don't know if you know more than me, but I've seen a few things and like learned about it before, about it. Like, that is a very... in Japanese culture, they hold a lot of things like...
In high regard.
In high regard. And that is like a place where it's very not is it not talked about?
It's kind of just like taboo.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
like
taboo.
everyone knows a lot of people go there to kill themselves, but like, yeah,
Yeah, they don't talk about it. It's not something that they want out there. And in suicide, even in America, we have our own version of that. When a suicide happens, it's not reported on in the media because it leads to a slew of more suicides.
yeah,
And that he shouldn't have done that because you don't know what
Yeah.
that happened.
yeah,
Oh my God, Logan Paul just made it cool.
yeah.
Some idiot out there thought that. So yeah,
Like,
you
I'm
have to
saying-
be careful with your platform, like we
I'm
talked
s-
about earlier.
I'm saying he was smart enough to know that filming it and posting it would get him views. He was dumb enough to think it was okay to do it.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, what he was actively trying to do was to grow his channel further, to make more money. And he was incredibly stupid to do it. But when the media comes along and, like, oh, this person, like, falls from grace, basically, like, they try to understand. It's like, you don't. You went to college, got your bachelor's degree, got in at your daddy's fucking reporting company, and you did fucking nothing to, like, do jack shit. You just write fucking blog articles, and you're gonna pretend like you understand this 20-year-old got fucking famous, got millions of dollars, made one mistake, and then you get to act like you're the bigger person. You're like a fucking sports writer who's never thrown a ball telling Tom Brady why he fucking lost. Fuck you people.
It's fair.
These fucking nerds never even played a sport, and they're out there like, oh, why do you think you lost? Shut the fuck up.
That's so funny. Reporting company. A newspaper.
Yeah. Well, no, they're just blog websites now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go tug on Vanity's website.
No.
Vox. What a fake ass website.
Vice.
Vox.
I know.
VOX.
Do you like Vice?
I don't know. I don't read them.
They do like weird shit. Vice. Can't wait till we get a Vice article about us. It'll be bad. Vice will shit on us.
Gone too far.
Vice will shit on us.
Oh yeah, Vice will fucking hate us. Is Taryn a misogynist?
Even though I like a lot of their shit.
Is Taryn a misogynist? Is Taryn transphobic?
Well, we'll see.
Does
after
Taryn
this
hate
next week.
women because he only sleeps with non-binary people but says he's straight?
Yeah, actually.
Dude, I'm just saying, hear me out. The best part about dating non-binary people is when you date a woman.
It feels different.
There's a lot of like expectation of like, what's the word? Like when like
Chivalry?
the standards of like patriarchy and stuff
Chivalry.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of like he pays the bill.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
pays the rent.
He opens the door.
With non-binary people, they're actually about equality. Like, no, like you bought dinner last time, I'll buy dinner this time. So what I'm saying is non-binary people are the fucking best because some of them have vaginas. And you get to fuck those vaginas. But they also pay for dinner sometimes. Women are fucking garbage.
Jesus Christ.
Take
That was so great.
Take that, Vice.
That was actually incredibly progressive.
Thank you.
That was incredibly progressive.
See, I just want someone to go halvesies on rent with me.
I already do.
That has a vagina that I can fuck.
Okay. Oh, that's not gonna happen.
I love that one tweet where the guy's like, if I was a girl, I'd let all the homies hit it, and then the girl responded, "You got an asshole though."
You know what? To your comment about me not having a vagina, I'm not gonna get a vagina. It ain't much, but I like my dick. And it likes me back.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Yeah. I've been seeing that goddamn meme so much because of Doge lately.
Yeah.
We
All
get
right.
it. You're holding.
I think I've yelled enough for the night.
Oh yeah, are you? You think you're done?
Oh, what do you got on
I don't
the
have
tool
anything
belt?
else.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, So we talked about a lot.
Yeah, we covered some. I brought topics. Look at me.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
I know.
I was like, oh my god, Taryn's not going to bring anything. I got to go find something to do a bunch of research into.
I'll start bringing more.
McDonald's ice cream machines. Taryn likes that.
Darren likes his ice cream with his tendies.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I do.
All right. So, that's Trevor. I'm Taryn.
Feel free to check us out on Twitter at Surprising Twit. Check us out on Instagram at Surprisingly Podcast. Check us out on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music under the Surprisingly Sober Podcast name. I'm Taryn.
I'm Trevor.
And we are r/signing off.